The story of the greedy jeweler. Long time ago, in the famous city of Tabriz in Iran, there lived a poor and blind beggar. Every day before dawn, he would wake up, take a large wooden bowl in his left hand and a stick in his right, and head out into the city to beg. He would roam the alleys and streets all day long, calling out in a loud voice, asking for alms. As the sun started to set in the west, he would return to his broken little hut outside the city to spend the night. But this beggar was no ordinary one. As he begged, he would also call out powerful and emotional phrases that carried moral lessons. These messages had a deep impact on those who heard them regularly. He would say, "O people, do not be arrogant. Arrogance always leads to disgrace. He who becomes arrogant is humiliated in this world and the hereafter. Be honest and just in all your dealings. Remember, one who deceives others, God will one day take everything away from him. Look at me. Once I had eyes just like you. I was once respected in this very city, but today I pay the price for my sins. For God's sake, never deceive anyone." One day, as he roamed the city, a wealthy man approached him and said, "Old man, I've been observing you for a long time. The things you shout in the streets, I've heard them too. It seems like you've suffered greatly in life. Come sit with me and tell me your story. Don't worry, I'll pay you the same amount you'd earn from begging today." The blind beggar placed his stick and bowl on the ground and replied, "May God bless you, kind man, but what will you do after hearing the tale of someone as lowly and sinful as me? You might drive me away in disgust." The rich man assured him that he only wished to listen and learn. So the blind beggar sighed deeply and began his story. The rise. "Sir, I was born and raised in Tabriz. I was the only son of a very kind and hard-working father. My mother passed away when I was very young, and my father raised me with immense love. He was poor but honest. He would roam the city, selling various goods. Slowly, through honesty and effort, he grew his trade. He bought a shop in the city's grand bazaar and began trading in jewels. His business flourished, and soon he became the most respected jeweler in the city. People trusted him so much that they gave him precious stones worth thousands, even millions, just on his word. He included me in the business and taught me everything about trade. He often said, 'Son, this wealth and business will be yours one day. But remember, honesty and hard work are the soul of trade. If you cheat or deceive people, one day you'll lose everything, not just money, but your honor too.' I promised him I would always follow his teachings." The fall, but not long after, my father passed away during a business trip. I was devastated. For days, I couldn't work or even eat properly. Slowly, I returned to the shop and other merchants helped me restart. But as time passed, greed began to consume me. I started deceiving customers, cheating them, making fake promises. My wealth grew quickly, and soon I forgot my father's advice. I became ruthless in my greed. One day, a man in tattered clothes entered my shop. He looked miserable, but respectful. He showed me a rare red gem, more beautiful than anything I had ever seen. I knew it was worth at least 5,000 gold coins, but pretending indifference, I lied to him. "It's not worth much. It has flaws." The desperate man believed me and sold it to me for just 20 coins. I was thrilled at my gain, thinking God had gifted me such wealth with ease. The downfall. 2 days later, as I opened my shop, a man riding a horse collapsed in front of my store. People assumed I had harmed him and began beating me. Soldiers intervened and took me to prison. In court, the judge, Qazi, was the same man I had insulted in my shop weeks ago. I knew he would be biased. I told him the truth, but I had no witnesses to prove my innocence. The crowd claimed I was guilty. The Qazi gave me 1 day to find a witness, or I'd be sentenced to death. I managed to get bail and return home. That evening, the Qazi approached me and demanded a bribe, 100,000 gold coins, to clear my name. I had no choice. I sold half of my gold at a loss and paid him. Days later, a rich woman came to my shop saying she needed jewelry for her sister's wedding. She admired my collection, but said she wanted to show it to her sister first. I refused at first, but finally agreed when she insisted. Just then, royal guards arrived to take me to court again. I asked her to wait and asked my neighbor to watch the shop. When I returned, she was gone, along with a large portion of my gold. She had left a wooden doll wrapped in cloth, pretending it was her baby. The revelation. I ran to the police, begging for help, but no one believed a murderer. Now, I had no money to pay the Qazi again. I tried to reopen my shop and sell the little that was left. Just then, the same man who had sold me the red gem returned. I apologized, saying I had cheated him and felt guilty. The man smiled and said, "I am no poor man. I am the caliph of this land. I disguise myself to test people. You failed. The man who fell off the horse, he's alive. The woman who stole from you, I sent her. Now look at your life. You've lost everything. Your shop, your wealth, your honor, all gone due to greed." I cried and begged for forgiveness. He said, "You will spend the rest of your life repenting. You won't be executed, but imprisoned. And the wealth I took from you, I'll distribute it among the poor. Maybe that can atone for some of your sins." The lesson, and so I was sentenced to life in prison. Over time, I lost my eyesight too. And when I was of no use in prison, they released me. Once the richest jeweler in Tabriz, today I am a blind beggar. And that's why I warn people, don't deceive anyone. Don't take advantage of the poor. Greed only brings destruction. The wealthy man who had listened to this story gave the beggar some money and said, "May God forgive you. You have realized your sins, and that's the first step toward redemption." The blind beggar blessed him and walked away, calling out his heartfelt warnings once again in the streets. Moral of the story: greed leads to destruction. Honest work and patience are more valuable than quick riches. Exploiting the weak will eventually lead to your own downfall. Real happiness lies in helping others, not in amassing wealth. Even when no one is watching, your actions define your fate.